151, this is Dr. Mo. How are you doing, guys? Hope all is well. I'm going to create a mechanical drawing for this solid models, which is, we call it, the title is pencil. And this is, and the solid models was already created as in YouTube. So it was posted about maybe 2 years ago. So you can look that up and you can see the process of how to create the solid models step by step. The only thing you got to pay attention that on version chapter, let me see, the Creo Parametric 3.0, the chapters was given on maybe chapter 8 and itself chapter 7. Here it is in chapter 7 in our textbook, current textbook, chapter 7, tutorial 4. So in the previous edition, and the pencil was designed, which is this one here. Okay, this is not polygon hexagon, it's a polygon octagon, but in your case it should be hexagon. Okay, this is polygon and created by 8-sided polygon, but the one that you're going to create will be 6-sided polygon, which is hexagon. Okay, so the important part is how the process works. But I'm going to create the mechanical drawing because this was not posted on the YouTube. So we're going to start with a file. We go new, and we say drawing, and this is chapter 7 dash tutorial 4. Okay, and then we go to empty with format, and then browse. We can pick a size paper, and we say okay. All right, so you can always try to have both the solid models and the drawing sheet, open. So if you have other files open, try to close it, okay, in Creo Parametric. So you can toggle back and forth between the solid page and the drawing page, all right? So we are here now. And this is 8.5 by 11, and we got and the title block area, and this is the drawing area, 2D drawing. I can create a general, click on general view, okay. Now we can create the front view to begin with. 90% of the time we bring the front view, and then we're gonna click on inside this rectangle. It's gonna convert to green rubber band type dash line rectangle. Right click inside there, and then you have this projection view pops up, and then we go top view. All right, that's the two views needed. And we can also go back to general view. We're going to create the front isometric, or all right, or we can just, that's good enough. All right, we're going to convert this to view display, follow hidden, and tangent edges none. Okay, and here we go to same thing. The top view would be view display, follow environment, the tangent edges, doesn't matter, we can say hidden, and then we say none. All right, so this looks like what we see on chapter 7, tutorial 4. Okay, tutorial 4. Let me look at this again. Okay, that looks good. That is, if I go here and say view display and tangent edges none and hidden. How about if I change that to default? Let's see what will happen. Okay, now in this case nothing happened, nothing has changed. Okay, so nothing has changed for this one. Next, we're going to create the center line for this one. We go to annotate, and then annotate, we go show model annotation, and you click on this symbol here, click inside the box, and you have the center line. Okay, apply and then cancel. That's all we need. We don't need any other center line. And then the if the view is locked, just always pick the view that you brought in first. Right click, select, and say unlock. So now you can just move. You can move. Let me just go back to that, and then we can. All right. So let me see if I can make sure that this is a little bit lower, and then I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to go to show model annotation. We're going to go back here, and then we can have this one. Let's see, I'm going to go one and then apply, cancel. No problem. I'm going to click on this and then pull it closer. Okay. All right. So that's good enough. And then this one also. Okay, that's good. So that's the top view, that's the front view. The next thing is we call it the detail view. I'm going to bring that next. So I'm going to go to layout, click on layout, and we have a detailed view. All right, very good. Just you have never seen this before. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this portion of the pencil eraser, and then there's the X, shown here. So I'm going to start from somewhere left mouse. I'm going to start from there, and then just walk around the neighborhood here. So this is, so I'm going to go there and then go down here and then there and then back to here, middle click, and then we position it here. Okay, this looks like what you see in the textbook. Okay, see that the shape is almost the same. You don't have to be precise, but almost the same. So if I move this to somewhere convenient so we can see it, don't worry about the scale is shown in the textbook. It says 2:1 double. This is just some random scale that is given. Okay, do not worry about that. That's cosmetic. So for time being, I'm going to maybe move this here, that leader line to be more in an angle of 45 degrees. Okay. And this one here, if you want this to be instead of vertical, you can make it isometric. If I go to view display and say, maybe follow environment, no. I can delete that. And I'm going to bring it again. Let's see if I can make it isometric. Okay. And this is isometric or standard orientation. Let me see. No, I think it's better the way it was set up. We're going to say front view, so it's easier to look at the front view. Okay, great. All right, so this is good. Now I brought all the needed views similar to the textbooks, chapter 7 tutorial 4. And then we're going to dimension it. You know how to dimension this. In some situation, you can use, for example, if you you want to give the diameter of this hole, you can go to annotate and you say dimension, you double click and you have a diameter of 7.8, but actually this is 8. Okay, so if I double click on cancel, if I go and double click on this one, and now we have the radius of 4 and diameter of 8. Okay, we got to be a little bit more precise on this. Double click, and then I will just say this is 8. And then we can just click on this and say this is, okay, we want the arrow. We want arrow to be out. Okay, arrow out. So that's what we get. And then if you wanted to dimension the top portion here, which is this one here, that is 7.3. Okay, great. On this one here, I'm going to use the automatic dimensioning. I go there and click on the here. So let's see, what do I need? I need 3.9. No, I don't need that. I need, let me just move this a little bit, 14.93. Okay, I'll just take that one. And then that's all I need there because I don't need the 3.9. Okay, so we say apply, cancel. And then we can move it to this side here. When you move it to this side, okay, great. And then you can move this a little bit closer. Okay, great. And then we can just do the dimension again, automatic dimensioning. Let's see if we have that angle. We can go to, let me see if I can, okay, cancel, and then we can just move them to somewhere convenient. This is showing this to be okay. Just you have to be patient. Okay, 15.3. If you want this, to, you want it to arrow out, you can do the arrow out the same way as the textbook got. So I'm just following that. And if you want this line, the extension line, to be a little bit on this one here, if I click on that, no, it's picking a wrong one. So we gotta zoom it a little bit. All right, so I'll just keep it there. All right, so that's that one. And then we have the total dimension. Okay, the total dimension. I'm going to go back to here and then click inside the box. Let's see, what do we get that, what do we need? We need this one, 165. And then we got 13. I need to keep 13. And the rest, we really don't need it, okay? All right, so apply and cancel. Okay. This is a little bit interfering with the other dimension, so I can just move them down. So that's 13, okay? We have that, 165. And then the dimension for writing the text is all up to you. Isn't it? And you don't have to follow the book. You can make up your own dimension for construction line or guideline to put your name on it. Okay. So that's a cosmetic. I leave it up to you. And then this one here, if you move this a little bit down, you can dimension this as, for example, if I go to dimensioning, and then click on here, that's a radius. I really don't want that. Okay, cancel. And if I go to show model dimension, oops, too many dimension. Let's see if I have if I want to keep some of them, like 12. I'm going to keep 12. And then if I need to keep 1, okay, 1, and then 1.3. All right. And then what else do I want to keep? 7.3, no. And then 0.1, if you see the 0.1, okay. And apply, and the rest is go. Okay, this is the quickest way to do this, okay? Quickest way to do it. And then I can just move this to somewhere here, and maybe move this to somewhere there so they don't interfere, okay? And maybe move this a little bit. No? Okay, so that's good. We got the 1, and we got 1.35, and then we 0.1. And then if you wanted to type typical, you just click on that. You go to dimension text. In front of a D, we say TYP means typical. Okay, so if somebody wants to know how to do it. So another way, someone might say, well, I think this is too much, and it's it's maybe I would move this to, maybe I would say arrow arrow in. Okay, that's no problem because it's causing all kinds of problems. So I'm going to just go there and then move this a little bit down, and then move this a little bit higher. That's it. Sometimes you want to be picky. That's what it is. Okay. All right. So then we have this dimension here. Let's see what that dimension is. 12. Again, this dimension, because the way it was done for previous edition, the dimension is 12.3, but in the current edition is 12. Okay. So, and then we got dimension for this one here. I believe it's supposed to be 16. Okay, 16. All right, so that's what we have, all the dimension. And let me move this to somewhere to this neighborhood. And now we're going to give, that's a mechanical drawing. We have sufficient dimensioning in here. Come on. All right, so we can move this down. Detail A, and that's a C detail A. Okay, great. And if I wanted to change that to maybe 2, column 1, the same as the textbook, okay? But it doesn't accept, okay? It doesn't accept, so just leave it like that, okay? Don't waste time on that. For time being, that's the way it is. Now you go to note, and then you just put your name in here, say drawn by your last name, okay, and last name and your first name, say XXX. You know what to do because we have discussed this in class many times. So, and then we have the note, say, all right, so that is that. And then we go to note, and then if you wanted to say this is title, we say pencil, okay, pen, um, pencil, okay. And also, if you wanted to stay away, let me just see if I could put a note in here and say drawn by uh, XXXX. Put your name and last name, okay? All right, beautiful. And then if I wanted to put another note, say this is chapter 7, mechanical drawing. Okay, so chapter 7, tutorial, tutorial 4. Okay. And then we can give another note in here. Say this is ENGE 151 Mesa College. Okay, it's a college. College. Okay, great. And then if you want to put the more notes, maybe we can say this is the date, which is I'm creating this today, which is April 4th. Okay, so 4-1 2020. Okay, great. Uh, this is, I'm done with this mechanical drawing. If you wanted to look at the print, file, preview, print preview, and that's a blueprint. Okay, it looks like a blueprint. So that's a 2D orthographics drawing or mechanical drawing. You have the solid models, you have the 2D, the front, the top, and then the detail view. Okay. All right, I think I'm done with this one here, and I can go here and say, this is, we're gonna stop, okay, recording. I'm using a new software called Loom for creating this drawing, okay? So let me see if I can, I don't want to trash it. I just wanted to